everyone, and welcome to another one of our CS Watersports video reviews. Today we're going to be looking at the Airush Lithium. So this is Airush's go-to all-round free-ride kite. Airush has been with us since day one. We started our school and shop with Airush, so we're stoked to just get the new colourway into our demo stock. So yeah, we're going to dive into a little bit more of the technical details. We're going to give you all of our feedback after years and years of using the Lithium in its different versions. So yeah, we're really excited to get this one in the sky and see how it looks, and then give you our feedback. So then, the Airush Lithium kite, it's been around for generations. It's currently on its 13th version, so it really is a proven kite in the market. It is Airush's all-round free-ride performance kite. Okay, so for anyone that wants to jump, to mow the lawn, it is just generally for all round. It will do a bit of everything. Okay, it has a really precise steering. Okay, we found that because of its precise steering, it really does offer good power delivery. It's really powerful for its size. The bridle attachments make it a really stable kite. So even in gusty conditions, it really performs well. We've used it a lot in the school over the years, which it just offers a student, a beginner, a really comfortable and predictable kite in the sky. The wind range on the kite is very good with its bridle positions, and it's kind of doesn't really pivot in the turn. It drives through that turn. And gives you good power throughout the whole wind window. You know, there's very little areas in the wind window where some kites may stall or sit there with very little power. The Lithium offers really good power throughout the wind window, which we really like about it. In terms of sizes, we go through 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, and then 17. So a good size range for almost every weight or experience of rider, so that's very good as well. In terms of the Lithium's shape, it is a 3-strut kite. It's a Delta hybrid kind of design that it just sweeps out towards the wingtip, and it, because of that 3-strut platform, its bridle placement, it's kind of a higher aspect kite, but that offers like instant response from the kite, and again adds to that stability in the sky, which therefore then moves on to giving you more confidence. So in those stronger winds, in those 30-40 knots, you know, when a kite is generally bouncing around a lot and kind of unnerving you a little bit, with the Lithium and its shape and its bridle settings and its swept wingtip, it really does give you that confidence to flight in those higher winds. I personally wouldn't say the Lithium is very heavy on the bar. I think it's got a really nice bar feedback pressure. Sometimes I would like a little bit more of a heavier bar pressure, but that's just me coming from kind of sea kites and really, you know, having a lot heavier bar pressure. But with the settings on the bridle, you can custom that to exactly, you know, how you like it. Personally, I've never actually changed it away from its factory settings. It does well enough as it is, but I know if I fiddle with its front line bridle attachments or its rear line bridle attachments, I could tune that kite a little bit more to my preference. But as it is for the general kite surfer jumping on that kite, or when we're using it in the school, it is set up absolutely perfectly. So the Lithium has a slightly longer chord. So what do I mean by longer chord? So I mean kind of from leading edge to trailing edge, sort of its aspect ratio. Now what that delivers is more parked power. Okay, so when that kite is sat in its parked position as you're traveling upwind, it delivers that power still. Okay, it's creating more power for itself. And it's delivering that back through the bar, which makes your upwind riding and riding in general a lot easier and a lot more comfortable. And then when it goes into its swept wingtips, that aids to its water relaunch. It is incredible at water relaunch. It's a really simple. It's effortless, which again, for the more lesser experienced rider, that's really easy, knowing that they can try these new things and not worry about relaunching their kite. So yeah, that's just another great feature from the lithium. Okay, so getting into a few of the technical features of the lithium. It has the Technoforce D2 canopy, so it's a premium fabric, and it's coated with polyester yarn, but it's also double coated. Okay, so what that does is that protects against the UV. It's very scratch resistant, so if you're having to have your kite sat on the beach for a long time and it's rubbing up on some shells or something, it really protects that yarn, protects that canopy, and keeps that canopy nice and crisp for a longer amount of time. And again, for someone in a school or for somebody who likes to do long sessions and their beach isn't so kind to them, you know, that's a really good technical feature on the kite to give it some good longevity. It comes with the Airush bumpers as standard with most of the Airush kites, which just gives that leading edge a little bit more protection. And as we were saying earlier, it does give you that option to change your bar pressure by on the leading edge of the kite. So if you're somebody who wants a little bit less bar pressure or a little bit more, it gives you that option to change it. It's not a kite that the kite is what it is. You know, you have to fly it as it comes out of the factory. It does give you some really good options to change how that kite feels in the sky. So on something that I don't necessarily like as much in a kite, which is the pulleys on the bridle. Obvious reasons are obviously pulleys will break eventually with sand and salt. It's a mechanical moving part. Although they are durable, in time they are going to corrode and wear away. It also offers a little bit of a spongy feeling to the kite. So if you're somebody who has a fixed line bridled kite, so something like a dice or the reed-in or anything like that, then the pulleys do dampen down that feeling through the kite. Personally, I like that direct feeling. I can feel exactly what the kite is doing. But for somebody of a lesser experience, actually dampening down those gusts and things with those pulleys is really helpful. It does mean when the kite's fully depowered as well, it gives you still that good response through the kite due to those pulleys moving on that bridle and allowing that kite to still have good control when it's depowered. So it's giving you good steering feedback, which most kites don't have. The inflation is super simple. I say it every time on our lessons. I love it. It's my favorite. It's my favorite inflation valve because it's just like an airbed. It's easy to explain. It's not confusing to newbies in the sport. Just a standard Boston valve into the nozzle, and then nice and easy to go. There's no thrills. It's just nice and easy. So yeah, that's a great feature on the kite. Moving on to some more of its kind of reinforcements. The struts on the end of the struts have the Kevlar, the bulletproof parts at the end of the strut, which just mean, again, it just makes that kite stronger, but it is still super light, which makes it great for all riders. Personally, for me, the Lithium is one of the best all-round free ride kites on there, out there on the market right now. Its colorways are brilliant. The sizings cover plenty of people, and you can go jump this kite. Like, there's nothing to say that I can't. You know, people can't go out, jump the kite, loop the kite. I know people up in Scotland that are out using this over the lift. You know, over these specific big air kites to jump, loop. But if you do just want a kite to go free ride, then the Lithium really does suit a lot of people. Which is brilliant. The colorways are absolutely brilliant. Airush always come out with some awesome colors. So the Lithium also comes in its team version as well. So this is a version that is a little bit more refined. It's got a few more added features that really enhance that Lithium and just make it that level better. Okay, obviously this compares in the price of the Lithium being the mainstream one, and then the team being that one that's just that little bit higher grade. So if you're looking at things like the Evo and then the Evo SLS, it's that kind of range. It isn't an alulite, it's something that sits there in the middle. And the added features is the load frame on the Lithium team. Okay, so dispersing all of that tension throughout the canopy of the kite without compromising weight. So offering a little bit more durability and also a little bit more stiffness to that canopy. Another feature is the WebTech. Okay, so we're removing the Dacron reinforcement in some areas of the kite. So for argument's sake, your rear line attachment points isn't Dacron on the Team Edition. It is actually a lighter weight, high molecule polyethylene, which is lighter, just as strong, and adds that same stiffness in the wingtip that you need for that kite to have a really crisp turn. But again, it is reducing weight from the kite, and reducing weight from any kite obviously improves its versatility and its performance in the sky. So the biggest change in the Team series is obviously Airush's very own Hookkeeper material. Okay, now we see this in the leading edge. Okay, it allows that kite to be pumped up harder, it makes it stiffer, it therefore allows us to have a narrower leading edge. Okay, so then that means that it's going to be faster through the sky, it's 25% lighter and 10% stronger than usual leading edge material. Okay, so not only are you getting a more durable kite, you're also getting a faster kite, and it means when obviously you pump it up harder, it's stiffer. Any harder kite in the sky is going to respond better. Okay, a more solid airframe in the sky will allow you to pump that kite up harder and move it around a lot easier and a lot faster than a traditional kite. Okay, so what about the pricing of our lithiums? Okay, so for a 12 meter, you're at around 1,424. It certainly isn't the cheapest kite on the market, but the design qualities, the performance qualities the lithium has, it fits in to that category that it should. And then if you're going to kind of then up to the lithium team, you're at 1,784 for the team version. Is it worth it? Personally, for me, I would look at it along the lines of where you are in your kite surfing career. If you're just getting into the sport, then the lithium standard is absolutely perfect for you. Okay, personally, I don't feel that you need the team series, but if you're a bit of a higher performance rider, you're starting to do your first kite loops, you're starting to do your first big air with big heli loops and things like that, then yes, the team you are going to see the benefits from. Okay, faster through the sky, going faster to 12 o'clock, which means your jumps are going to be more vertical and much higher. That's where I would think that the team version is going to benefit you a little bit more. Okay, so where does that lithium price sit within the market? If you're comparing it to something like the Core Nexus, which is 1829, obviously we're sat a little bit lower than them, and then you go on to something like the Duotone Evo, which is 1759. The Airush Lithium is in the right region on that 12 meter pricing. There will be brands that are cheaper, there will be brands that are more expensive, but the lithium sits nicely as where it's marketed, and like I say, in its 13th version, it's a proven kite in the market. We've got this in to demo at the moment. We've got a 12 meter in stock. We've got plenty in stock on our website. If you want any more information on the lithium, please give us a shout, drop in to see us, and we can talk you through it in a bit more detail. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching another one of our product reviews. I believe the next review is going to be of the Reading HTF v2, so the new one that's come out in the Collection 5 range over the past couple of weeks. So we're looking forward to getting this one on the water and really seeing what that one can do. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.